Bismarck's radar operators picked up multiple small blips heading northeast and moving slow. There is no doubt that this is an enemy convoy. Orders rapidly rang out on the bridge, and the ship turned 25 degrees to port and accelerated to 25 knots in order to intercept the convoy. Raiding convoys was exactly what Bismarck was built to do, and the crew was eager to see action. Early in the afternoon, the first masts of the enemy convoy were spotted cresting the horizon. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to War on the Sea. As Bismarck begins her first engagement with the enemy, we've made contact with the convoy off the Spanish coast, and you can see her main 15-inch guns are already turning to engage. I don't even know exactly what we're looking at. Ship bearing 225. Where are they? That looks like a destroyer. Okay, these ships are heading away actually. We are giving chase. Increase speed to 29 knots. What else is out there? That's a destroyer. How far away is this guy? Here, Bismarck. I would like you to spot for the time being. We may be re-engaging on the campaign map because, I mean, they are really far away. We're picking up one freighter. It's going to take a while to get around them. Let's head over this way. Come to port just a little bit. We are going to continue to try to engage. It's peculiar. I guess this convoy knew we were heading their way. Solutions at 90%. Let's narrow it up. I don't want to waste too much ammunition on this at this point if we are just going to miss. Looking at this convoy around, it is heavily escorted. 2, 4, 5, 6 warships and only one freighter? Is that really what we're looking at here? That is weird. That is very, very strange actually. So let's try to engage this freighter and hopefully we can sink it. Solution's almost perfect. Hopefully our guns will be able to get a pretty decent hit here. Rear guns not in arc just yet. We are continuing to close. Let's swing around a little bit. Okay. 15-inch guns fired once more. Swing to port. Bring those rear guns into arc. And also, I mean, we don't have too much HE. I don't want to use it up. Okay, rudder amidships. Keep turning. Not in arc. There we go. There they go. Rudder amidships. Okay, we sink this Empire. We run away from the destroyers. Not really interested in fighting it out with all of these destroyers. The problem we find ourselves in with this campaign is the Bay of Biscay is incredibly contested. The Allies are running convoys up and down it. We need to lock this area down. U-boats are having a hard time intercepting stuff, which is frustrating, unfortunately. And our surface raiders can't be out in the North Atlantic catching convoys before they even arrive in the Bay of Biscay. Bismarck's here to put an end to Allied convoys running around everywhere. Okay, that was pretty close. That was pretty close. Solution's still 98 some odd percent. It is fluctuating a little bit. But yeah, our main objective right now is to regain control over Brest. I mean, the fact that the Allies have been... They really went crazy and were able to reinforce Brest rapidly. We just got a hit. I saw the flash over on the horizon. Fantastic. Okay, Solution's going to drop a little bit thanks to all the smoke. Okay, we're picking up a warship. They're all just running away. Yeah, we'll sink the freighter. Another couple of hits ought to do it, right? I sure hope so. I love the meaty sound in this game when the battleships fire. The mod author chose a good sound effect for that. Some of the other guns sound a little anemic, but these main good batteries, they're awesome. Oh, there we go. That had to cause some damage, right? Looks like she has a fire. She is definitely taking on water in the bow, so that round just went straight through and caused some problems. She is laying a very, very thick smoke screen. We still have radar contact probably, though. Picking up this other guy. Not going to fire on them. We're going to fire just a couple more times here. We're going to hold fire and close in. The Empire-type freighter is lagging behind. All of these warships are leaving her in the dust, which is kind of amusing. Bismarck's going to close in. We'll get nice and close so we don't miss every single round. We'll get in nice and close so we have a better chance of actually hitting the target. So far, we've only gotten a handful of hits, and I need to be better at just conserving ammunition, especially with how dire the supply situation is on the French coast. The destroyers are disengaging. Their whole formation is moving away. Bismarck is now 16 kilometers away. We are going to open fire once more, continue to spot. Secondaries, fire high explosive, and spot as well. Just save your ammo. I want to see this Empire freighter blown out of the water. This is insane. Come right. Just a bit. Bring turret Caesar and Dora into action here. Almost there. All right, start easing up on the rudder. Should be in arc here soon. Where is she? Okay, I thought she was burning. That's just the ship's wake. This water being churned up. Almost in arc. Let's take a look. Okay. Those were pretty close. Alright, Bismarck. There we go. Rudder amidships. Fantastic. I mean, you can see Bismarck way out there. Finally. Yeah, alright. Had to close in just a little bit. Gauging at those extreme ranges was not it. It's honestly amazing. I mean, all these destroyers, all these torpedoes, they have a chance. I mean, a lot of them would die. If the tin cans approached me, I would engage them, most likely, and fight them off a little bit, but I really have no interest in chasing down a destroyer flotilla. My priority is merchant ships. Okay, target is now burning. She is completely dead in the water. Solution is 99%. I don't see that going down. You boys have no excuse for missing now. They're just gunnery practice. We'll do one more full salvo, then hold fire, and this thing's toast. Another hit with one of our 15-inch guns. Okay, just let loose another salvo. Turret A and B are, you know what, hold fire, hold fire. Secondaries, hold fire. That's enough. She'll sink. We just received word the Empire-type freighter is sinking and going down to the bottom. That is Bismarck's first victory. Here we go. After action report, we actually gained a command point for that. Bismarck is going to head up north. We have this convoy, 9 ships moving slow. I do have 2 U-boats attempting to make contact. U-47 is heading north to resupply. And it looks like this convoy, like our U-boats, they can only make, let's drop U-4. Let's see, maybe get her out of here. U-48, you should be able to make, there we go. It should be much faster. All right, get out in front of them. You have 14 torpedoes available. Come on, and then, okay, here we go. Bismarck's prey. This destroyer flotilla, 7 DDs heading away. Good, Bismarck. Head east and then cut north. We have a contact right here. Fantastic. We'll see if U-48's able to intercept. I didn't even think that U-4 was slowing her down. U-4, come back over here towards Brest. The Allies are going to continue to resupply. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What do you have? You have some damage. It has to be pretty minor. Okay, come over here. Grab more men. That's what we need. We need more troops. And what's the situation with our convoys? Slowly coming around. I gotta make sure they're still chugging along. Sometimes when you reload a save, your ships and such will be stationary. What I'm going to do, U-28, just sail down the coast and come back over here. We need you over here. U-32, you have 11 torpedoes. You can continue. Actually, come down and patrol down here. Good. Okay. It is 1750. Aircraft are about to RTB. U-48 has not been able to find that convoy again, unfortunately. Our destroyer, though, is loaded up with troops. All right, get over here. Get to the beachhead. Good luck. 100 some odd troops moving in. How many points do I have? 10. Let's see. Can I get anything down here? Maybe another destroyer would help, actually. We can just do these nightly little runs. Okay. 10 points. I'll only get you at Kiel. Okay. You're only 6 points. Do I have anything that's 5? The problem is these little guys are probably quite slow. I need fast destroyers. Wilhelmshaven. Okay. Z4. We'll get Z8, Z7. Why not? There we go. Done. And we'll have you take on some crew. Take on some troops. And bust through the channel. There we go. Perfect. Bismarck has made contact with the enemy convoy. We are going to engage. We are engaging them when they are empty, unfortunately. That's okay. Got them on the horizon. A destroyed ship is a destroyed ship. I want to make sure they are not going to immediately open fire. Bismarck, increase speed. Start moving 26 knots. The convoy has spotted us and they are scattering. Very understandable response, quite frankly, to Bismarck approaching. Or any battleship at this point. It's kind of amazing this whole task force here is unescorted. Especially with, what, 2 tankers in the back? Oh, they will pay for their mistake. I've ordered Bismarck to begin engaging. She is already going into action. I want the secondaries to send some star shells overhead. We're engaging this Zonland first, mostly because she was just turning away and at the moment was the closest target. I want to engage stuff with guns. They are scattering. All these stragglers we're going to have to absolutely sink here. But how far are we? 17 kilometers out and closing. Rudder amidships here. Hopefully those star shells help. We can get close enough to actually illuminate the targets with searchlights as well. That should help with gunnery a little bit. Some targets are continuing to close in, which is good for us. Who's firing at me? It's rude. There's some pretty heavily armed stuff. Like there's like a C2, C3 cargo back there. She's probably armed. And these 2 tankers absolutely are armed. Bismarck is going to start switching up targets. We are going to target number 4. Open fire on that vessel. Solution, 22% and rising. Ammunition situation, 168 rounds. Another 100 rounds of high explosives. This troop ship. Okay. Secondary guns, just let them rip. Open fire at will, please. We are 13 kilometers away from the target. Solution's at 83%. Just fire full spreads as well. Okay, good. Ship's not doing too hot. We are going to do some manual fire since we've already really just massacred it. Let's fire some star shells. Fire. Main guns, manual fire at this troop ship. Right about there. There we go. Rounds outbound. Let's take a look. I mean, she is burning. Not looking good. Let's make sure our secondaries go back to high explosive or something. Do not manual fire. Jeez, look at all those splashes already around. Come on. Main guns. Shell should be landing momentarily, right? It's possible they already did and I just absolutely missed it. There we go. Hit right on the bow. Fantastic. You can see the star shells popping up all around. Manual fire. Another salvo. Right here. Hold fire. Okay. We need to start targeting stuff over to the left, I think. Because look at this troop ship. Hey, she looks okay, I must say. Not doing too shabby. There we go. Another good hit. Speed's got to be dropping after that one. Possibly not. Okay, main guns. Begin targeting number 5. Narrow spread, armor piercing. Spot. Fire. Engaging 5. Secondaries are going to continue to engage this troop ship. I want to make sure they are spotting. They are, in fact, spotting. It's amazing. They're just all bracketing the target, not really hitting her. Anyway. Bismarck, what are we doing? I accidentally had her turning. Let's turn back around. We got some pretty good hits on the tanker. We are going to switch our main gunfire towards the troop ship because it is getting rather close to us. I just need to see this thing down on the bottom. 8,503 meters out. Come on. No, don't spot anymore. Don't spot. Just let them rip. Jeez, we're already almost out of ammunition. Fire some star shells. Come on. Just bracketing the target constantly. There is no excuse. Okay, things gotta be good. Damage report, we're okay. Thank goodness. Star shells going up. Switch back to armor piercing. Fire full spread. Just fire full spreads at this point. One hit's better than none. Okay, another fire has started. Oh gosh, we've been hit. Bridge. We're doing okay though. Hold fire. There we go, finally. Down to 84 armor piercing rounds in the forward magazine. Okay, hold fire. That thing is done for. Hold fire. Can't see anything else, but begin opening fire on the tanker. Full spreads. Fire. Spot. Just to try to conserve ammunition. That troop ship's done for. Main guns, you're spotting as well. We have a good amount of rounds in the rear magazine. We're gonna have to head back to one of our home ports to rearm. All right, I'm going to do some manual fire here. Manual fire on the tanker because it's essentially stationary. It's moving 5 knots. Open fire. Let it rip. And then secondary director begin targeting number 8. Secondaries open fire on number 8. This thing's got to be done for. The problem is her guns are still in action, which is a problem. Rounds going over. There we go. That was nice. Thank you. Finally. Troop ship sinking. Main guns. Hold fire. Hold fire. Do not fire anymore. Both directors begin targeting number 8. Good. Main guns. High explosive. We have armor piercing manual fire. Off in that direction. Send it. I know I get a lot of flack for using manual fire sometimes, but I mean, if our boys have extended 2/3 of their magazines and haven't hit anything, and I can just hit it with manual fire, I'm going to do it. When I'm just shooting at merchant ships, especially. Alright, keep engaging. Tanker is getting bracketed all over the place by our secondary batteries. I need to send some star shells overhead. Switch to star shells. Fire. Send out a couple. Do not spot. Fire your star shells. Okay. HE. Begin firing again. Main guns. Cease. Hold fire. Hold fire. Hold fire. On the tanker. Damage report. We're okay. Good. Beautiful. Big hit on the tanker. Narrow. Manual fire. It's right here. Right at her. So darn close. There's no way those shells are in the air for very long. There we go. That was them. Another salvo out. Good. We have all these other freighters way out here as well. Let's see, solution 85. Let's take a look at this tanker. Not looking too good. Definitely lower in the water than usual. Fire's breaking out throughout the ship. Good. Speed 13 knots. There we go. Another secondary explosion in the bow there. Those were the main guns. Nice. A little forward. Okay. Got it. We'll adjust. There we go. How's the other tanker doing? This thing's just dead in the water. Doesn't look like her guns are actually engaging at this point. I'd be shocked if they were operational. There we go. Okay, we're done. Hold fire. Hold fire. That thing's done for. Okay, next victim. We have that target way out there. Problem is, these oilers still have guns and are engaging us, so the secondaries continue to fire. Continue to fire. Main guns. Target number 3. Yeah, that's what I want to target. Full spreads, spot. Fire, open fire. We're closing in on another target, a C3 cargo. It's turned the wrong way. We are engaging her and right there now. Rounds are landing really darn short. We are spotting solution 70%. Star shells. Send some star shells overhead. Why don't we? There we go. That's looking a lot better. Come on. Ammunition situation, 44 rounds of armor piercing. We have a good amount in the stern. Change course a little bit, bring the rear guns into action. We need them to fire. There we go, finally some really good hits right off the bat. Order our midships. Go back to shooting high explosive or armor piercing. I do not care which one at this point. We have a lot of HE in that particular gun. In that particular magazine. Everything else is really AP. Okay. We'll send a few more rounds her way. This one, we tore this ship up pretty quickly. SS Iron's continuing to run away. Let's see this next salvo here. Missed. Classic. Okay, we'll keep firing just a little bit more. I want to see a nice fire billowing. Then we may start targeting. How far out is this land? Yeah. She's pretty close. Go back to C3. Okay, hold fire. She's done for. Hold fire. Open fire on the Zonland. Shoot some star shells overhead. We have plenty of ammunition on the starboard side. Alright, fire HE. Do not spot, just let it rip. 42% solution, destroy this thing. The ship way out here may get away. We may re-engage this Liberty cargo on the campaign map. The C3 cargo is sinking, look at that. Yeah, this little guy's not looking too good. Not looking too good at all. Bismarck. Main director, begin targeting SS Iron. Main guns. Open fire. And also our secondary guns can also begin firing on the port side. Maybe? Are you going to do it? There we go, they're firing. This is the first time I've ever really done this. We have all secondaries engaging on each side of the ship. The Zonland is sinking. We now have no target. Let's begin targeting number 7. Okay, I want this turret. Spot, engage. Number 7. Perfect. Secondary guns. I want you to target number 7 and open fire on it. Good. You have plenty of ammunition. Engage this guy. Pretty far out. How's this little cargo ship doing? Not too great. I have a feeling she'll sink here momentarily. I'm loving this split fire thing. It's pretty cool. I should do it more often. Because you do get a slight bonus when both directors are targeting individual ships, so... Where even is this guy? Way, way out there. Liberty ship. See if we can get any hits at this range. A lot of Bismarck's magazines are now empty. We are going to disengage and rearm. We'll leave the combat area. I mean, SS Iron is not looking good. She's done for. The tanker hopefully will go down. I'm actually going to swing back around. Continue to turn. This tanker, she's still afloat. I want to make sure nothing comes and gets her. Let's fire some star shells overhead first. I want to make sure this tanker actually goes down to the bottom, because it looks like they've recovered rather well. So let's sink this tanker and then we'll get out of here. This ship looks like she's in pretty rough shape. We got some more hits on it. She's continuing to burn. Hopefully she will be scuttled. Bismarck is going to leave the combat area now. Here is the after action report, and I can't believe it. These two ships escaped the battle. Critical damage. Well, that's lame. I'll be honest. Not a fan of that. We have plenty of ammo. I mean, maybe I should just try to re-engage at night with our secondaries. We'll do that. Bismarck spent all night looking for the convoy, and we could not make contact with them. We did not detect them at all. That 1 hour cooldown really kind of screwed us there, but regardless, that is that. Bismarck's going to head back to a home port and rearm. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I'll see you all on the next one.